the road stands, selling to my friends, and we'll wave at traffic and just sit here on the road again. That's what it's about there, bud. Yeah. Heck yeah, yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. Woo. There we go. I'm not level, but you guys are. Oh, I should have grabbed me a soda pop. Damn it. Oh well. Next trip down, I suppose. Hmm. How's everyone doing on this fine, lovely day? I'm trying to figure out where to put y'all that you're not going to be all crazy discombobulated. I love how so many people wave back at me. And been sitting up here for this is my third week going now. I 100% need to sit up here longer next week. Because I'm going to be up here every day until probably mid to end October. That's my goal. And then I'm going to start sitting up this way probably like April next year. Seems like a good plan. So if I could sit up here from April until October, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 7 months, right? Sitting up. What up, Rodney? So if I could sit up here for 7 months and make at least $1,000 a week, that's all I care for. You know, if I made $100 a day, you know, let's even say I was up here for 6 months, because let's say rain days or holidays or things that I just, you know, I'll be at family or whatever. Let's just say 6 months. If I made $100 a day, what was that, 18 grand? I'd do that all day. Percentage, short, let's say 43%, 36, 37. 36 or 37! Nice, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So if anyone's worried about my signage, we got the parking sign, we got a big 8-foot honey sign, we got the honey stand, and then this beautiful son of gun right here. The bearded beauty is what they call me in these parts. Oh, I got one of these. Hey, nice truck, buddy. 5.7 Hemi on that one. Oh yeah. She got a Hemi? Oh, she got Hemi. What up, Tennessee? Oh my God, the gold coin, my friend. Lovely. Should put it in my pouch of other gold coins. Delicious. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Does anyone have any gold coins? Yeah, let's look at the list real quick, okay? So, here's our sales. It's probably gonna be all backwards to you guys, look like mumbo jumbo. But today, I have my 2 ounce, 1 pound, 2 pound, Muth jar, tallow, cut comb, chicken egg, duck egg, quail eggs. That's like everything that's on the list. So far we have 1 2 ounce, 2 1 pounders, 1 Muth jar, and 2 cut combs. It's been a little bit slow today. That's all right. Rodney with the gold coin, my guy. Thank you guys. I'm gonna collect all these coins, man. But I do have a coin collection. I have no idea if any of them are gold. I know I have a bunch of silver. I think I might have a gold coin. I think I might have a couple. Honestly, I probably do have a couple. Because I'm part Greek, right? And in Greek tradition, way back when, my grandmother used to bake like this New Year's cake every year. And she'd put a gold coin in it. And they'd cut it in like a very specific way, like name of the Father, Son, all that stuff. And between aunts and uncles and grandkids, I think there was about 30 of us. So she cut this little cake into 30 little sections, and sometimes you'd get the whole coin, right? And you'd get luck for the year. And then other times you would get like, you would share it, like where like the cut was, there would be a coin in both. And then both those people would get it. It was a very fun tradition. We all had like these little sticks with our names in it, and we'd choose our pieces from like eldest to youngest. It was a really great tradition to have, actually. But yeah, I got a couple of gold coins from all the years of doing those. It was really good. Lots of love from India. Thanks, Nick. The gold coins are rushing in. What up, country? We are selling honey, tallow, eggs. In about another week, our soap should be cured, so we'll be selling our goat milk soaps again. Fun fact, everyone doesn't buy anything until they know you have it, and once they know you have it, they freaking buy you out. And then you gotta wait 6 weeks to have your soap cured. So I'm gonna be making soap probably sometime this week, so I'll have another batch of 50 come 6 weeks from now. I'm gonna try to make a double batch if I can, so I'll do 100 bars. Tallow is beef fat. Is actually all the new crave for like what's it called, like body butters or body cream. So basically take a little bit, right, like that, a little bit, that's probably a lot of bit, a little bit goes a long way, and you rub it in like cream, and it is so beautiful. So it's tallow, cold pressed organic jojoba oil, and a therapeutic grade essential oil. And it's 3 things you could pronounce, and I've met the majority of these cows that have gone into the product. So I know that they lived a good life. They weren't feedlot cows. I wasn't going to the butcher and just getting all their cut off scraps of the beef fat. I source my fat from only 2 farms that I trust and source from, and I don't tell anybody in my community where I'm sourcing it from, because I just don't want the competition, because when I go, I get all of it. Just so I have that is a money maker. The tallow whip bomb, man, that is something that is like so valuable on our table, because we can always have it. We'll never run out. Rub it in like it's cream. That's what she said. Hell yeah, man. You need some honey? I hear you, country boy. But yeah, tallow is like the best stuff. 3 ingredients you can pronounce. Even the clean stuff, you cannot pronounce half the ingredients in it. And we source it from the suet. So the suet is the fat from around the cow's kidneys, which has a higher density of vitamins and nutrients and minerals and a higher melting temperature. So it actually creates a more shelf-stable and better overall product, because we literally are all about selling the best products. We don't sell anything that we don't use ourselves. And that speaks volumes, in my opinion, as far as like someone who stands behind their products. If they don't use it, don't trust them. Make sure that somebody that is going to sell you something, they use it themselves on a daily basis. You don't want to be buying someone's crap just to help them get rich. Like, I not only don't care about being rich, I care about sharing our lifestyle of clean living with people. That is way more important than money any day for me. Has a taste. Tastes like beef fat with a little bit of jojoba oil and essential oil in it. Dogs love it. Let me tell you, some people, they're like, oh, I can't use tallow. I got it once. My dogs went freaking crazy. They're trying to bite their hands off. What oil? Essential oil? Jojoba. The jojoba, as I've heard people pronounce it. Hey, guy out the window in his moonroof waving. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, hello. Slowing down? No, just slowing down to wave. What a nice lady. Let's see. What is the actual sale total for today? So the guy for the 1 pound and a 2 ounce gave me 20. Said keep the change, $1. Very nice of him. Another 1 pounder brings us up to 35. The Muth brings us to 53. And the 2 cut combs, 40 bucks total. That brings us up to $93 for the day. We've been sitting up here too for about 4 hours. So it's not a great sales day, but you know what? It's all about visibility. It's people that have bought from me before that I've seen them passing. They know I'm out here. So they know I'm putting in the work. They know that my quality is there. The product is amazing. But so many people tell me like how amazing this is compared to other honeys that they've tried. And my first question is always like, have you had raw honey before? Some of them have said yes, and they just said that something about the consistency of it is just like immaculate compared to other things they've had. How much is the honey? So our 1-pounders, here are 15, right? Our 2-pounders are these are 26, and then we have fancy Muth jars. Hold on a second. Our fancy Muth jars are 18. And then our tallow whip balm is 25. And then you could try our honey for $4. It comes with a honey dipper as well as this cute little bee pendant. If you could see it in there, there it is. And this is $4 for 2 ounces. I do have a bee farm. Transported a bee box one time to a bee farm. That's awesome, dude. Let me show you. So you could see a couple of my hives from here. You see some of them down there. I've got about 20 here, including my nucleus colonies. So like there's a few boxes down there that have bees in it. There's a few boxes out that way that have bees in it. And yeah, we are growing a bee business. And I don't mind sharing business tips and techniques with y'all and my sales, because if you're gonna, promote a good lifestyle, like I'm absolutely fine sharing that with you. But growing a bee business is not easy, I'll tell you that. We've been here for almost 5 years now. And I just started sitting up here 3 weeks ago. Sitting up here has been the absolute best thing I've done for my business ever. If I continue to make the sales that I make, I am looking at a 6-figure business. So I need a lot more bees. And I think I'm going to invest probably half of our profits this year into buying bees for next year. Because I'm not going to count my blessings and, hope that all my bees survive. I mean, I have treated this year, so I'm treating right now for mites, Varroa destructor mites. I'm going to treat again. My normal treatment was just September, but I don't think the bees were healthy enough going into that treatment. So it might have been a waste. I was looking around 40 to 47% attrition, which means how many bees died on it, or how many colonies would die. And I could build a cheap building. I'm very good with my hands. I built everything on this farm. And this is a pop-up, so I don't have to pay taxes on this. This is a temporary setup. I got a roof over my head. I got shade behind me. It works. And it takes me about 20 minutes to set everything up here. So 20 minutes to set up, 20 minutes to break down, maybe 15 minutes. And it works, and people stop. But it's all about your placement, right? So we're here. We have signage for our farm. So many people that have stopped the past 3 weeks have told me that they have always seen the sign, but they felt weird knocking. And if they feel weird knocking, it's a lot less weird to see a guy sitting on the side of the road and stop and see his products. It's like almost like a farmer market right here, right at my roadside. And we have such good traffic here because we have a connection highway. And we connect 2 different towns, basically like maybe 2 towns up this way can connect down this way, and then it connects you to the real world that way, and then the sticks up this way. But there's plenty of people that live in the sticks, and that is freaking awesome. On the side of the road. Yes, they do. 100%. Yeah, but It's location, visibility, and I guess you could call it action, right? Because if I sat inside, my sales on any given week were like 200 to 400 bucks. Up here, they're like 1400 to 1700 is the first 2 weeks. I haven't counted up anything this week. I also didn't sit up here. Tuesday, it was just like a complete rain out. It was like absolute torrential downpours. And then Sunday, I went on the boat with my sister because I needed a little bit of time because I worked 14 straight days and I needed to relax a little bit. How much does a jar of fig preserves go for? I don't know. I don't have fig preserves. I'm assuming probably $15 to $20, maybe more. And then you have to get into like cottage foods laws in your state. Probably run it in a commissary kitchen and then have like small batch testing. So you'd have to like every batch that you make, you'd have to send it out for like $100 to $200 to get tested before you'd even be able to legally sell it. So there's a lot that goes in with like selling food. Honey is a raw agricultural product, commodity, and a lot less regulation on that, which is cool. He gave me the rock on hand. Hell yeah, buddy. What could go wrong? Botulism. Botulism could go wrong. This is what could go wrong. You know? So you definitely don't want to give somebody that. 102 there? Holy crap, holy. That doesn't sound fun. It's like 80 degrees here. It's beautiful out. It's so nice today. 102 sucks. Should I not eat my own? I mean, you can eat your own as long as you, like, okay, so is it acidic? That's your first question, right? Is it acidic? What did you put in it for them to make it preserved? And then did you pressure can or did you water bath can? Right? That is what you gotta ask yourself. And there's plenty of like Mennonite people that will water bath can even meat when they're not supposed to. And they say, oh yeah, like I know a YouTuber, they said like, oh, you know, I grew up Mennonite and we used to water bath can everything and we're fine. Yeah, you can be fine until you're not, right? So that's like the warning. Is like you should always make sure that your pH levels are correct. Otherwise, botulism, it's smellless and tasteless. You won't know. You'll eat something that's bad and you'll get very, very sick and it could take you. That doesn't sound fun. I enjoy life too much. I enjoy getting stung by my honeybees. You know? So definitely be careful with anything that's canned, preserved, or whatever. Cooking sugar and lemon, one in the jar, and the lid tucked shut. Okay, so you basically did hot jar canning or whatever, where you pour the hot stuff in and it seals like that versus the water bath. I don't know. You'd have to you could send a jar out and get it batch tested. It costs like $100 to $200 depending where you get it. But you send a jar out, you don't get that jar back. They open it, they test it, and they make sure everything is safe. They'll tell you like the acidity level of it, if there's any bacteria or stuff like that. It's probably okay with lemon. Probably. I'm not telling you it is. But lemon, like usually with like with when you can tomato sauce, right? You can water bath canned tomatoes and like jalapenos and things of that nature, but you add lemon juice into it, like a tablespoon per quart. And that's with tomatoes. Now, tomatoes are naturally acidic, right? And you're still adding more acid in to make sure that the levels stay good and it stays safe to eat. So, just be aware. Just be aware. I'm gonna get botulism. Don't get botulism, bro. I want you to keep coming here and chatting with us. Just wave at everybody. Wave at the crows. No, botulism is, it doesn't have to pop the lid. Botulism can just grow inside the jar. be able to smell it or taste it or know the difference. It shows no signs. Smellless, tasteless. It's not like it grows mold on it. Also, if any of your stuff does grow mold, make sure you discard that. And make sure you're always using new lids when you can, right? That's the one thing about canning is like that metal ring, the seal. The metal rings you could reuse, but the seal itself, the part that seals it in, there has to be a new lid every single time you can. It's a hat Botox is made from. I think I need to start going to bed earlier because by like 5 o'clock I'm exhausted. Well, that little gasket wears out quickly. It wears out after one use. Yeah, all you get is one use per gasket. That's it. And then botulism sets in, man. Oh man, I've been using the same lids again and again and again. No, but botulism is nothing to play with. So make sure you're doing it safely. Make sure you like research the hell out of everything before you do something. The safest way to do anything is if you're gonna cook something like that, you cook it, you cool it, and you freeze it, right? And if you want like little bits at a time, just put it into ice cube trays so you could pop the ice cubes out, put those little individuals into a bag together to save space, and you could probably do something like that, you know? What up, Blue? God bless you too, brother. Because frozen things aren't gonna grow botulism. Supposedly, I think. I don't know. Just do your research. Research. Like anything I put my hands on, I like spend like so much time researching it. I let my wife be in charge of canning, so if anything happens to me, it's her fault. Don't worry, it's cool. Hear about the prisoners get botulism from trying to make hooch from old potatoes? I did not. I could imagine though, if your hooch ain't the right alcohol percentage, it will literally grow stuff in there, and they'll just be like, well, it's alcoholic enough to get drunk, and they'll drink something stupid. I mean, remember, prisoners are prisoners for a reason, because criminals are not smart. Life insurance is a must. That's it. Get that $2 million umbrella policy. What up, SFH? How you doing? Yeah, I've got like all the different dates and like things we've sold. I got a blank side for next week. I think my parents are gonna set up a honey stand for me. They're gonna share it on like local Facebook pages, and we're gonna see if I could sell honey in 2 spots at once. That would be awesome, right? They got caught. How smart can they be? Exactly. Imagine how many people don't get caught, though. So it's funny, like sitting up at the roadside, like you'd think we would have had more sales because like we always put stuff up on our Facebook page, and we have like 1,000+ people, I think, on our Facebook, something like that, close to 1,000. So our Facebook is always bumping. We always have like hundreds of likes and comments. But like no one comes out to buy. Like, and we tell people on there, like, you know, we're appointment only, this and that. And then sitting in roadside, man, has been the best freaking thing that's ever happened to us. And it's pretty cool because we're like in like an area with like a bunch of like cool spots that like people go and like do tourist at. So we have a lot of tourist traction as well. And I'll take tourists any day. They love spending money. Yeah, I usually make, there's like town Facebook pages, county Facebook pages, and then our own Facebook page that we'll post on. So we do like 3 different spots, you know, make sure like our reach is as good as it can be. Smile and wave, everybody. Smile and wave. I actually just joined a group recently, and it's just for businesses to post about. And I think you could post like once a week on there or something. Can't sell animals, which is fine. I don't care about that. And then you can't like advertise if you're from outside the area. You have to like live within like 30 miles and actually do work in the area. But pretty freaking cool. So I've never been in one of those pages. I've been on like whatever, the county pages where like everyone tells you how evil you are when you post your chicken harvest class. I'm on those pages. But then there's all the people that are like, do you even know where your food comes from? What are you, a vegan? You suck. Like, do you eat meat? Then how dare you tell this person that what they're doing is evil? I love my area, guys. Got a bunch of keyboard warriors moved in from the city, but we also have a bunch of freaking hardcore people that grew up here, grew up in the farm country or farm business. It's all farmland up by us, and people actually appreciate real food and real people making real food. I think we're gonna run down and get ourselves a soda pop. Get me some caffeine in me. Hell, I want to start posting saying, yeah, you need a place to park safely overnight? $20 a night. For all like the camper van people, because there's a place up here that like everyone brings their camper vans. I guess they're probably staying at like the Walmart or something. But Walmart's got sketchy freaking people all night there. It's like, it's weird. It's noisy. At least like here, people could be like off the beaten path. They could have a safe spot. They could, enjoy waking up on a farm with the roosters at 3 in the morning when the full moon is out. And for $20 to know that you're safe, you're not going to get robbed or broken into, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. That guy don't have a license plate. That's illegal. Hey, hey, hey. How many people are in here? 3 people. What up, 3 people? How y'all doing today? Remember when I used to get like 800 people at a time in our milk streams? That was freaking nuts. And now we get like 7. Oh, 6, 7. Yeah, I think the best stream we ever had at one time on was like 858. That's just like insane to me. Should sell cold bottles of beer. If only my state wasn't lame. What up, Raul? I think if you sell beer, though, you got to charge sales tax. Is there sales tax on beer? Maybe you pay it before when you buy it. I don't know. But then I'd have to like get like a resale license and like all this stupid shit, a liquor license. It sounds like too much hassle. I like selling honey. I don't like to sell poison. Alcohol is the most widely accepted poison that we have in this world. And everyone does it. Look, 99.9% of people do it, probably. And it's just like, oh yeah, what do you want to do this weekend? Let's go have a drink. Let's go out to the bar. Woo! Love you, darling bro. After a long time. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for still being here, Lou. Appreciate you, man. You can make alcohol from honey. I can. It's called mead. Take 3 pounds of honey, 2 to 3 pounds, 1 gallon of water, and about 5 grams of yeast. Then an airlock and 6 weeks for your first fermentation. But cannot make honey from alcohol. Imagine you could reverse engineer it. All the honey in the stores is like just alcohol derivatives. I mean, wouldn't be too far off saying the honey in the stores is fake. You have to ask yourself, why does honey in the store cost like a couple of bucks and mine costs 15? Also, the price of my jars went from $1.08, or like $1 and maybe it was like $1.10. Literally last week, $1.09, right? $108 for 96 jars with lids. 108. It's $137 now. It's up $30. $30 for shipping. Like, what the fuck is that, right? Like, when did shipping just triple? It is honey, I'm selling it. Good stuff. I love that I'm getting everyone to wave though. That's like so cool. You know, whether it's new people or like just people that are just passing through. Like there's plenty of people that are friendly out there that pay attention when they drive and actually wave back. What do you do with the comb? So I extract it. My comb usually stays in like wax foundations. I did have cut comb, but we were sold out of that. Just sold the last one today, actually. Weed whacking time. One neighbor's using the saw, one neighbor's weed whacking. I'm about to go hop on my lawnmower, make some more noise in the area. I wonder how many people look at me and say, look at this bum, you should get a job. This is my job, pal. I bet they're jelly. Like, I sit at my roadside all day. They go to work. They have to deal with commute, traffic, other assholes. Like, I just sit here and hang out, talk with you guys, be on live, and sell honey. What a life. What a life this guy's got, huh? Look at that bum over there. He's just sitting at the side of the road. What's he doing? Get a job, bum. And anyone that stops, though, that's why you talk them up, you know? You tell them what you're about. You tell them that you're no bullshit. And you explain why you're no bullshit. Nice Camaro. Question. Why your honey is kind of reddish? So it's just like an amber color, right? Hold on. So if you look at these, right, this one's like amber, so it's like a little bit more like blueberry nectar in there, tulip poplar, maybe some of your wild raspberry, and this is more like your clover on the right side, clover, dandelion, maple, stuff like that. Just depends on the nectar source. Depends on the nectar source as well as the lighting. That's really what it really comes down to. But it's beautiful, I'll tell you that. Hello. Goodbye. Always try to learn something new every day. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh my gosh. Howdy, 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 howdy. Watermelon Man used to post up at Walmart. That's dope. You allowed to do that? You think he got permission? Or you think he just did it? He said, fuck that. He probably knew the manager or something. If I posted up at Walmart, I would get so arrested. You know? Hey. As long as they're honking, that's engagement, everybody. It's like everyone hitting the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit it right now. Tap that screen. Bup, 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 bup. And then go down here in the bottom right corner and double tap those emojis. Let's get the emojis flying on the screen, you guys. More engagement in the stream brings more other people into the stream. More people in the stream, that means more people might chat in the stream. More people chatting in the stream gets more people in the stream. The chat goes crazy. I don't know. He stays facing the road to tractor supply now. Interesting. That's a cool license plate for a Bronco, not OJ. Wonder what that means. Yo, my range roving friend. Yeah, they definitely probably got permission to be at Walmart or Tractor Supply. Like, two corporations, you can't just walk in there without having the proper authority and permission slips, basically. Because once you start selling food at like a big super chain like that, you need to have like either temporary food permits, food vending permits. Definitely need your insurance, right? So that guy hustling watermelons probably had $1 million insurance policy. And probably knew some of the higher ups that allowed it to happen. That is pretty cool though. It's probably a great spot, whether it's Tractor Supply or Walmart. Probably a great spot to sell stuff. You got traffic all day long. And you'll get traffic from like other places that like wouldn't normally be passing through, right? Because people will come further away to go to a Walmart to get what they need that may not have came like up, let's say up my road, right? And then people from other parts of my town that wouldn't normally take this road out, they might go to Walmart. I should talk to Walmart and be like, hey, Walmart, what's going on, man? Can I sell my honey in your parking lot? Or maybe he was set up on like close enough to the curb where it wasn't considered Walmart or Tractor Supply anymore. and he was just at the roadside on like common ground, and they couldn't do shit about it. One of the two. I don't know. That would be a very interesting thing. Very interesting indeed. Tesla, quick, hit the prissy pedal. Smile and wave, baby. Smile and wave. Guys, let's get those emojis down there. That's the side that the emoji's on? You hit that little button and then double tap the hearts, do the hearts and like another one. And you go like this. And it'll start spamming them. That's the best way for the engagement to pick up in here, is you just go spam them emoticons. Oh, I see them popping up on the bottom. Oh, BCU. So I made $1,700 last week, and you live in your mom's basement. Thanks so much for telling me that no one wants my honey, and I'm wasting my time. And like, so the first week we sat up here, 1726. Last week we sat up here, 1445, I think we made. So go ahead. Keep telling me no one wants it. I don't care. What kind of honey? Wildflower honey. Honey from honeybees. Italian honey, because they're Italians. What up from Colorado, Flower Street? How you doing? How's the bee season out by you? What up, Mish? Misha Rova? Misha? It's Misha, right? Misha. Misha sounds like the right separation in the names. Oh my God, go get a job. You're wasting your time. Sit there all day, nothing. Oh. Look at this hater. He's pissed that he lives in his mom's basement. And he's pissed that I make more money than him sitting at my road. Wrapping up on harvest. Nice, dude. I'm doing hood mines a lot clearer. What? What the hell is hood mines? How many hives you got? Like 25, I think, something like that. Embrace the gypsy lifestyle, MJ. Oh, I have. I tell everyone at the farmers markets all the time. I go, you know we're all gypsies, right? And they go, what? And I go, yeah, we travel from market to market. I'm like, we're fucking gypsies. And I go, you're gypsy too. I'm a gypsy, you're a gypsy. I go, you see my cool gypsy hat? And they go, I'm a gypsy? And I go, yeah. You want to trade? And they're like, oh yeah, what do you have? I go, honey, what do you have that's $15 that I want? And they go, I have this and this. Oh, I'll take that. That looks cool, yeah. Should I draw honey for that? And they go, yeah. And I go, see? Gypsies trade each other. I go, we're fucking gypsies, all right? It's so funny. I love the gypsy lifestyle, let me tell you. I get to spend time with my kids and watch them grow. Right? I don't have to work for somebody else. And I make enough money to get by. And that's all I can ask for. Honestly, sitting up here for the past 3 weeks, I've made more money than I need to get by. So that's called excess money. And that is just going to help us grow our business. What do you sell your jars for? Our 1 pounders. Our 1 pounders right here are 15. Right in the middle. Our 2 pounders right here are 26. And these are also 1 pound moof jars. And these are 18 because they're fancy, baby. Nice jar of pickles and a bag of peaches last week for honey. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I gave our pickle guy a jar of honey last week or yesterday. Nah, I'm gonna let him stay here. He's engaging, you know. How long you been there? I've been up here since like 1 o'clock today. So I set up a little bit earlier, but like honestly, I was down in the house for like an hour, just like freaking chit chatting with my wife and my daughter, and you know, just taking it easy today. Pickles are so good, guys. It's so funny. There's this guy at the market the other week, and a couple weeks ago now, and he's a white guy, and he sees the line, and I go, I'm like, their pickles are great, and I'm like, he's always got a line here, and he literally says to me, he goes, white people love pickles, and I'm like, that's true. Everyone loves pickles. Honey is clear, golden, so to speak. Yeah, like. That what you talking about? Hold on. Let me see if I get it in the sunlight for you. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it all depends on where they're getting their nectar from, right? So my darker stuff is gonna be more of like your black raz, your cherry, your people say tulip poplar's darker. I don't believe them. And then wild blueberries and things like that. And then our lighter stuff is gonna be more of like the maples, maybe basswood, clover, dandelion. What am I missing one? Clover. Pure organic honey. Can't say it's organic, unfortunately. I could tell you I treat with organic methods, so it mitigates the risk of my pesticide exposure in the colony, but I can't tell you what flowers they hit, because they'll fly, if this is our home base, they fly 3 to 5 miles that way in a big freaking circle. So I can't tell you in a 6-mile area that someone hasn't sprayed Roundup on their stuff last year, that it grew back this year, because it doesn't work. The only thing it works to do is give us cancer. So I can't tell you that my honey's organic, because I can't tell you what minute pesticide residuals come back to my colony. I can tell you that I mitigate it by, you know, doing my best to only use organic methods, but you can never say that honey's organic, ever. Getting ready for mic checking this week. I just treat everybody 200. But our honey harvest for the spring summer crop is over. I pull my boxes usually the first week of July. What I do is I usually put the boxes back onto the strong colonies. I'll put it on to them just so like they don't rob out any of the weaker ones. Some of them I'll put on the weaker ones too. And what I do is I put it on, so I harvest everything off. I put it on the hive, right? I let them clean it up, and usually the next day when I go out to pull, I pull those empty boxes off. It's usually cleaned up. I can put it into storage. This year, I went into those colonies, and I'm like, well, why does it have weight? I pulled a couple frames. They had like some frames a quarter of the way packed with nectar already. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm leaving like 4 or 5 colonies packed with boxes, and we're gonna see what kind of nectar they could put up, and I'll go from there. But I think I'm gonna get a fall flow this year, which is really cool, because the nectar strong is freaking like ridiculous right now. I have one colony that already put up like 40 pounds back onto it already. Ow. Where's the nectar? Our nectar dearth is usually from like the second week of July until like second week of August. But they're finding nectar somewhere. I think they got like a lot of Rosa Sharons up here right now. My neighbor's got a bunch of those. She's got like the pokeweed is popping, the Japanese knotweed is popping, and then she's got like these weird, like, they're not what the hell is that called? I forget the name of this plant right across the street. Does anyone know the name of this plant? You guys know the name of that? What is that called? My parents have them. I freaking forget though. Getting into our dirt season. Nice. Where you at? Middle of Wisconsin. Oh my God, I love the cheese in Wisconsin. Actually, I've never had cheese from Wisconsin. I just know you guys love cheese out there. Oh, tell your folks I says hi, will ya? Where is it? Wills ya? Wills ya? Yeah. Yeah, tell your folks I says hi, yeah? Yeah, no, yeah. I'm up in the tri-state area. Cheeseheads. Ooh, just got darker out, guys. There's a freaking big ass dark cloud flying overhead. Garage full of boxes needs spinning out. My back's all jacked up. I'm coming, Flower Street. I've never been to Colorado before, except once, maybe in a layover. I actually think I had a layover in Denver one time, but that was it. Other than that, never been out there. Fly me out, I'll come spin some freaking frames for you. I'm going back with a jar of honey though. How many hives are you up to? Yeah, late bonus flow. Yeah, I feel like if you keep bees in a commercial type setting, like you will run 4-way pallets, it doesn't matter. If one of them has mites, they all have mites. Treat everything. Because it takes too much time and energy to go through like 20 colonies, 30 colonies, 50 colonies, 100 colonies, to say, oh, this one needs treatment, this one needs treatment, this one doesn't. If you're gonna streamline your process and make like a business out of bees, like I am, you just have to streamline it. You can't waste time and like energy running mic checks, unfortunately. Sasquatch from Canada says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sasquatch from Canada. Is that a Wookiee or a Sasquatch? Same thing. I said hello back in Sasquatchian. The Saskatoony Squatch. They should make a TV show. It should be called Sasquatch from Saskatoon. Got a Billy goat. He's 3 months old. Oh, awesome, Aiden. That's dope. I got like 3 Billy goats. I'm running 25 this year. So I just did a treatment. I normally do my treatment of OA in September. This year I'm changing things up. I'm trying to get my attrition rate down, so I've got my 4th round of treatments going in tomorrow. I only treat with OA, so I'm going to do 4 rounds, maybe a 5th round next week. I'm going to run my 3 treatments in September. And then I'm going to do what's it called? Another knockback in November, mid-November. I'm going to wait for like a 45 or 50 degree day. And I'm going to blast it. With mid-November, we should be completely broodless. I'll drop a treatment in then. And we're going to see. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get my attrition rate to like 10%. 10 to 15%, I'd be happy from that. Oxalic acid. I vaporize it. I might switch to Formic next year. I don't know though. Formic's just expensive. It's about like $20 per colony, I think, something like that. And you're still gonna have to do a knockback sometime in the year. But I like the OA. The OA is quick. It's easy. It's cheap. You really can't beat it. I've got OAE on most. I'm like, what's OAE? 1 yard haven't treated. How many colonies is the yard that wasn't treated? Use formic, but it's hard on the hive. Yeah, I hear it burns brood. And then if it's like the wrong temperatures, like if it's like over 82 degrees, you're very much screwing yourself. I mean, we have plenty of weeks where we have plenty of weeks where like it'll be like 100, and then in the next week it'd be in the 70s. Extended shop towel. Okay, nice. Yeah, temp is super crucial with formic. I mean, I might do a formic treatment in like mid-September, right? If I was to use formic, and then I wouldn't treat with the OA vapor come November, because I feel like it would be effective enough mid-September where they would like really be slowing down the brood nest. Wouldn't do much, but then like you have to worry about like, does your queen get affected from the formic, right? You could blast them an ungodly amount of times with OA and they're good. But supposedly if you do OA, the oxalic acid, if you do that when it's too hot, it actually turns into formic acid. So like there's a temperature thing with that. So I don't know. I always treat them at night. So I get like everybody home, make sure like most of them are home. And then I go from there. 20 days instead of 15. Here we go. To the guy that says no one's stopping. And I'm muting you guys. 1 second, everybody. And that's a 2-pounder and a tallow. Very nice. What's up, MS? How you doing? Cool. Very cool people. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go and wrangle the goats. How many people stop and don't buy? The goats are out. All the goats are out. I've only had one person so far stop and not buy anything. So she actually bought a 2-pound jar, it's $26, and a tallow whip bomb, it's $25. So $51 sale right there. All right, bring in the cash box. They could steal my honey. If they steal my honey, they need it more than I do, right? Oh my God, how the fuck did they get out? See, now it's dinner break, and we're at $150-something for the day. Can't beat that. Now, is Mama going to get him? Is Mama going to get him? Oh, never mind. Ooh, massive diarrhea. Nice. 1 tallow, 1 2-pounder, cash. I see them. I'm gonna go get them. Did you milk yet? Okay. They just escaped somehow? How the fuck? Hey, pigeon! Look at that pigeon. Watch out, buddy. Hi, pidgey, pidgey, pingy. Little pingers. Hey, Pingy. He's like, woo! Let's get the goats home. I actually have to feed the pidge. I completely forgot to drop him food this morning. He's probably just been scavenging. Little goaty McScroties. That upside down for a second. It's the best pigeon feeder in the world. Pidgey! Pidgey! Pidgey, there you go. I got your food, okay? There you go, buddy. He's gonna come flying over here in a second. Let's go round up my little a-holes. How the fuck did you guys get out? Oh, they just blew a hole through my fucking fence, huh? Bastards. You guys are such fucking cocksuckers. All this fucking meat in there. I'm gonna eat you guys. Annie, I don't have any more food for you. You're gonna get food in a second, okay? When Mama comes out to freaking milk your ass. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's so much rope right here, guys. You should have opened your throat holes and blew it bigger, y'all. Hopefully that holds them for a little bit longer. Once we get our bills paid for the month, we're gonna go get more of this shit, the welded wire that they're just gonna freaking destroy. Man. Look at all them beehives. Got beehives there. Got a couple beehives out there in the middle of the screen. Oh my gosh. Look at them chickens. Y'all are getting big. Gotta start cutting up the roosters soon. Another 4 weeks and them roosters are gonna be getting eated. Oh, what's going on, Pingy? Hey there, Pingy man. Told you he'd be over here. That's my little Pinger. He's such a good Pingy. Just a little pinge. I want to know how Danny fit through that little ass hole. He's so fat. All right, guys and girls, I'm gonna charge my phone for a little bit. I freaking love you guys. I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at. Make sure you enjoy the day. I might be on later tonight. I might not be on later tonight. I don't know. But love you guys. And make sure you guys go check out our long form videos because that's where we really make the money. Your time is so valuable to us. We appreciate everyone who watches our long form stuff or watch the reruns of our lives. You know? But anyway, I'll catch everyone soon. You guys have a great evening. Enjoy dinner. Stay blessed.